button
And it not doing it.
yeah. Come here.
Yeah. Look at him go.
I like that sound effect. It was like kind of Pac-Man-y.
I like the sounds. Good sounds. You know what other game has good sounds? Ocarina of Time. It's got good sounds.
Yeah, I like Ocarina of Time.
It's a good game. Good game. GG.
Oh, forgot. Will I even hit you? Yeah. Nice. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Ow. Get him, Goober. Thank you.
Trying to think of like my other like
I know, I'm gonna be like
celebrity crushes.
asleep tonight being like, who the fuck did I like? Just like call my mom, what crush did I have as a kid? And she'll be like, you wanted to marry Link. And I'll be like, I know that, but...
Everybody wanted to marry Link. Well, when you start with Link, like, you can't really, like...
Yeah, there's...
there's...
The bar's really high.
What teenage girl, like...
Danny Phantom.
Remember, we were watching Danny Phantom, and we're like, how old were we? We're like, was this allowed? It was. We were that young. We discovered it was allowed at the time.
Like, that's so hard now, because it's like, now we're adults saying Riku's hot, and it's like, that's not allowed, but it's like, we grew up with Riku, too, though.
Yeah, we grew up with Riku.
Like, we get a Riku pass.
Yeah, we get a Riku pass. I need a Riku pass. Please. Well, it's just goofy when, you know, there's that, like, interview with David Gallagher's voice actor, and he's just straight up, like, calling this 14-year-old kid, yeah, he's a sexy guy. It's Riku, he's a sexy guy.
I mean, what kid has those muscles?
I know, he's so buff.
I mean, Riku's like what? Like, in game years, it's like been what, 20 years?
Oh yeah, in game years. Well, that's like, technically Sonic the Hedgehog and I, like, we're the same age. He canonically, I think he's just forever 16, but... if we're gonna... Not that I'm a furry or anything. No, I already told you, if I was gonna be a furry, like, it's Baron all the way. Like, the cat returns Baron. Like, you can't go wrong with him.
That's valid.
He's the best.
Hey, after Beastars, I'm 100% in for Legoshi. Like, he's great.
I need to finish Beastars.
Also, I don't know, because people who read the comics are, like, mad of how they translated the names, so I don't know whose toes I'm stepping on, but I only watched the show. But also... Louis, I don't know. Louis, him too. It's like, you're so cool and shonen.
I have this, like, I like the well-dressed men, so, like, for me, Louis, probably, yeah. And that's why the Baron's so great. Tuxedo Mask is great. Like, you know, there's something about, like, a man in a nice suit.
Yeah.
Like, Nina and I, when we were playing, The Evil Within, Joseph, like, Sebastian's partner, like, he's dressed nice and he's got these gloves and Joseph's cool, man.
Guys who wear gloves are hitmen.
They're cops.
Oh.
And sometimes we call him Jonathan, because he I don't know, he's well, we actually know why, because we watched Two Best Friends and Matt and Pat were calling him Jonathan. But, also he just looks like a Jonathan, but his name is Joseph. I kind of wish he was Jonathan.
My little cousin, I mean, he's not so little anymore. He's like, I think he's like 16 or 17 now. But when he was, he might still do it, but when he was younger, he used to call me Jonathan. Like, he knew my name, but he just called me
you
Jonathan. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like the strangest thing. Like, I'm sure.
That is interesting.
Like, that's just my name, I guess. I hold no ill will. Like, I think it's hysterical, but...
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I always went by Caitlin. It was never Kate or Katie or anything. But then when I started working at Dunkin' Donuts, my coworkers were calling me Katie, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Even though that's my mom's name. My mom's name is Katie. I was, yeah, whatever.
It's very interesting how, like, different people will kind of cling on to you in a sense. Like, my high school best friend, Kat, she, with all our high school friends, goes by Kat. Her dad and family, like, call her Katie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, or do they just call her Catherine? I think they just call her Katie. And then, like, so, like, some people call her Catherine, some call her Kat, some call her Katie. So it really depends, like, the friend group.
No, yeah, like, definitely. It's different.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
My family, for the most part, will call me Rose because that's my middle name.
My given name's Grace, so, like, my parents will call me Grace, or Depine will call me Grace, but I don't let a lot of people call me Grace, or I just won't answer because they don't remember my name's Grace half the time. Some people call me Al, and I like that nickname a lot, especially because people can't spell Allie. So, unless I'm like Ali, Muhammad Ali.
That's so goofy.
Yeah, whenever I order food, everyone thinks I'm just like a Muslim man. They're like, Ali? Oh, wait, Ali? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and then in Japan, like, Caitlin was too long, so people called me Kitty.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, Kitty.
At least in, like,
But-
Japanese, my name is easier, too. Ari, you know?
Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, so in Japan, it's a lot easier for my name than in America, for some reason.
And then, but my thing is, like, I'll be working, and, like, I work with different people every day, so, like, we always introduce ourselves, and I always say, hi, I'm Caitlin, and, like, people will still call me Kathleen, or Katie, or Catherine, and, like, I have a badge with my name written on it, and they'll still, like, just call me whatever they want, and, like, that is a little, like, that doesn't make sense to me, but whatever.
Hi, I'm Jared. I never learned how to read.
Yeah. Like, they'll look right at my badge and they'll be like, hey, Kathleen. And I'm like, okay. Whatever. I won't work with you again. It's definitely interesting in that sense.
Yeah. I really like this one project manager was also named Allie that works with us, so she calls me Al. Just kind of makes it easier because
Yeah.
since we're both Allie. And I was like, I will accept this from you. But I guess I didn't realize that that's what my mom calls me in passing till Depine's like, because I brought up the whole Al thing about like, Allie from work calls me Al, and I kind of like it. And he's like, your mom calls you Al. I was like, she does. I never noticed.
Yeah, my like my family, my immediate family, they all call me Rose usually.
Yeah, I think that's real cute.
Yeah. I like it. Rosebud.
Yeah, I think for me, like Allie's okay, but, like, I don't, like, Grace is fine, but I just don't like the super feminine name, so that's kind of why I lean towards Al sometimes when people call me that.
Yeah, I like gender neutral names.
Same. I really like if I don't really want to pop out a kid because that sounds like pain, but I really like for girls those like tomboy names like Bobby or Ryan and Charlie.
I really like Ryan for a girl, personally.
Yeah, I think I knew one Ryan.
Yeah, I feel like we had this like conversation before.
Probably, but it's a good conversation.
It's a good
to have.
conversation, you know. It's things, you know. Names are. You think about names, especially when you are stuck in your house trying to like just like entertain your own brain with stories.
And it doesn't even have to be kids. It could be original characters.
No, yeah, that's usually me. Like, I'm like, okay, I have this story in my head. Now, the names that's the hardest thing for me, is the names. Like, I don't know what to name characters in my stories. And then I'm like, I should write a story, like actually write it down instead of like playing it on loop in my brain.
I don't know.
And then I'm like, how does Nina do it?
Right.
How do you write?
How do you pick up a pencil or type or do any of that? Well, it's gone. I kind of, just for my own like self-satisfaction, want to do this I don't know if I've talked about it already on a video, but I want to do this terrible comic idea I had as a child reading all those terrible shoujos. But it was called Nico Pinchi, which meant Cat Crisis, but I'm sure that's not even remotely correct the way to write it. And it was like about, so this girl loved like, you know, her crush, which was totally based on my crush at the time, and I ended up dating him, so it's whatever. It was based off my friend Matt. Hey Matt. And like, anyway, so they're doing a school play, and no, wait. Anyway, well, there's a play part in it, whatever. But anyway, so it was that stereotypical, they're walking in the hall. Oh my god. Stop. Thank you. They're walking in the hall, and you know, the whole fall and the accidentally kiss trope.
Yeah.
That happens. But when it happens, they grow cat ears and a cat tail, and they're like, what the fuck? Why do we have cat ears, cat tails? So they have to figure it out. So they realize when they kiss, that happens. So yeah, that's like as far as I got. But they had to be in a play together, and so the characters had to kiss, and they're like, oh no, if we kiss, like,
Yeah,
everyone will see our cat.
Cat ears and cat tail.
Yeah. So it's like, as bad and awful as that is, I feel like I owe it to Child Alley to finish that story.
It's like a weird, like, Rama Loveless inspired story.
Oh my god, I love Loveless. It probably 100% was Loveless inspired.
I could never get into Loveless.
I didn't finish it, but I had like the first 2 comics, and I just like, now as adult, like, yeah, that's creepy, but like, I like the art style. Like, I thought it was pretty.
I don't know, you want to do CP or
We
just
should probably do CP.
max
We've
health.
done like 5 HPs.
max health?
What is max health?
I don't know. Max health. We're almost there. I don't know.
I guess we should do some plot.
Sure, why not? Are we in the right, and we're not in
Nope.
the right spot?
Never mind.
Goodbye.
Which...
See, I have like multiple stories in my head that like, I don't know, maybe one day I'll do something with them, but they're like, you know, inspired on the basic like shoujo tropes too. Like, I have one that's like kind of like blood and chocolate, like, it, you know, like vampire werewolves, like that kind of thing, except they're werewolves because, you know, you can't just be Twilight. And then I have another one where it's like girl like goes to another world type thing. You know,
Those are
your
the
basic
best.
shoujo like inspired story.
Every story you have to do like, you know, I'm just an ordinary girl.
Girl.
Until that was everything. And
Until
I think
fell into a well, but it wasn't an Inuyasha well. This one's different.
until I got sucked down the toilet.
Yeah. I still want to watch that.
I want to watch. There's like one now that's like that, but Kyo Karamel was like, he got sucked down the toilet into the demon world that he was the demon king of, and or the prince or whatever of, and he's like, I don't understand where I am. I was at baseball practice, or not basketball, baseball practice, and now I'm in this world now. And then,
Classic.
yeah, it was great. I do want to.
And then, you know, I had another one where it's like girl falls in love with her rude boss. Like,
Beautiful.
You know.
Kabe
Yeah.
Dawn on the wall at work. Why aren't you doing what I told you? Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, just your classic tropes.
Random joke. Oh, yeah.
Oh, gotta
Should we do a
love
Call
it.
Bounty? We have 11 of those
Sure.
cards.
Sure.
Should we do 3?
Sure.
God, I feel I probably have more stories. I just know, I don't know. My friend Lydia, me back in the day, we together, she would write these stories. It would be about our crushes and us, and I would draw them sometimes and make little comics. And it was called like the Vortex Club, and it was about how in school we would like go off and then get spiraled into like these like fantasies. So we just drew.
I love it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
The Vortex Club.
It was great. It was really fun. I think I have the comics
Is
like
it
at
like
home.
based off Winx Club?
I don't know. I never watched Winx Club, but
Oh.
maybe Lydia did. I don't know. But like that was like the highlights of some of my like high school times. It's just like making these silly comics with her.
That sounds awesome.
Blue's probably, is that where we came from? Or
Yeah,
no?
that's where we came from.
Which way would you like to go?
Right. Right.
This way?
Yeah.
4.
4.
There's
Just
a lot of.
do. Yeah, do a green carp. That one. Yeah. Yeah. You know, teenage girls, middle school and shit.
Very creative.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, everything's stupid. Back then, I'm like, I have ideas for
The
days.
world was your oyster.
really, really was.
Nothing was stupid. Everything was genius, and you loved it.
I wish I could have that
I wish, yeah, my like,
courage, I guess.
well, my inspiration, like, just down the drain, and my like interests too, and things down the drain.
It's so hard. Like, I don't know. I feel like I did sleep more back in the day or something. Like, I don't know why I had so much more energy to do creative things. I think maybe I'm just still on a burnout, because, like, there is stuff I want to do, but I just have no will.
I've been on a burnout since like 2009.
Honestly, me too. Like, yeah.
But here we are playing games. We're recording.
Hey, we're doing more.
We're doing some
We're
things.
doing things. We're going
Yeah.
places.
We're gonna make a Silent Hill pamphlet.
Yeah, I have to get my butt doing that.
Come to Silent Hill. We have 4 hospitals and 2 orphanages.
A lot of orphans in Silent Hill.
You know who else has a lot of orphans? The Leaf Village.
They do have a lot of orphans.
Uh,
How many orphanages does the Leaf Village have?
they just live. They're just around. A lot of orphans. A lot of shinobi orphans.
Because a lot of them die on duty.
Yep.
They're like a
It's rough.
military state,
It's
kind of.
rough being a shinobi.
Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan Shinobi.
Obi-Wan. Would you rather live in the Naruto universe or the Star Wars universe?
Naruto? Is that a question?
Just, yeah, same. Same.
I've watched Star Wars with my dad and stuff, but it's never been like something it's not something I go on my way to watch, really.
I like the original Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I like those. But my interest in Star Wars, I don't know. I have this problem where like the more there is of something, like the less interest I have in it. Like there's just too much, you know? So that's like even Kingdom Hearts, like with the KH3 DLC and everything, like it's becoming too much. Like my love for Kingdom Hearts is now I feel like it's becoming too much. And that's what I felt like happened with Star Wars, and that's what happened with like everything for me pretty much. Like
I don't know. There's like this weird mix of people remaking stuff, and there's a weird mix of like making sequels and prequels and whatever, and it's just like
it's too
there's
much.
there's not enough new things, I feel.
Well, it's like, I know there's a lot of, like, supply and demand, you know, when you have a popular thing, like, most people want more.
Yeah.
But then it's, like, the potential for it to just completely go downhill and turn into crap just becomes higher and higher and higher. Like, that's what happened with the Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what's happening with Star Wars, in my opinion. Like,
Kind of the MCU.
yeah, the MCU, like, it's too much. Like,
Yeah.
nobody needs, like, you may think you need more, but there's an appreciation to just, like, what you have,
Yeah.
you know?
That's like, I don't know. That's why I like really love Full Metal, because it's condensed, it's there, she hasn't made more, like, it's complete.
Well, that's why I think, like, Death Note, too. Like, you know, there's not a lot.
Well, they made those movies.
Oh, I don't count the live-action movies. That's true. But I don't know. Like, there's just the, like, there's just one
Story.
complete season, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's just one. I feel like you can argue, like, Evangelion being like that, too, with the rebuilds and stuff. Where, like, I like them, I do, but, like, did I really need them?
Well, like, I get it in the sense of if it's, like, what, after the apocalypse type thing, right? It's, like, technically a new story.
Well, it's definitely different, that's for sure. It's, yeah. I don't know.
It just, everything's a cash cow.
Yeah. Well, it's like Toy Story. They promised that the third one was gonna be the last one.
Is there, like, 5 now or something?
There's 4. They lied. The third one was not the last one. And I don't know, I don't want to spoil, but, like, there was just something about 4 that, like, really I thought was not right. And, like, it just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, I haven't seen 4. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Pixar that, like, their movies are good, but I just don't have any will to see them.
I love Toy Story, and even 4, like, you know, for being the 4th of something, was pretty good. Like, you can't say the 4th Shrek movie was good.
I can't because I didn't watch it.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't either, but I'm gonna stand by my statement. But yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's just a part that I just really didn't like it. It's kind of messed up in a way. In a way. And I don't really, like, I can't really go into it without spoiling. So now we're just here with me, just being like,
What Caitlin's doing over here.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, like, Pixar shorts for Toy Story 2 that I personally will never find the need to watch or anything. But yeah, everything's like a cash cow now, and it's like the story itself, like,
Oops. I thought I was done. Whoops.
it's becoming too much. Like, I think for a lot of us Kingdom Hearts fans, we thought 3 was gonna, like, answer questions, and that's not what we got. It just got, like, if I don't think anyone thought that Kingdom Hearts could have gone more convoluted.
But it did.
But it did.
I just have to go into Kingdom Hearts with, like, the mind of a child. Like, I can't put thought into it,
No,
or I will
yeah.
not like it.
Yeah, that's, like, I thought before 3 came out, actually, even after 3 came out, before the DLC came out, I thought I could still, like, understand Kingdom Hearts. And then the DLC came out, and I don't know anymore. I finally played it. I think the last time we recorded, I I did not play it, but I did play it. And
I still have to platinum Kingdom Hearts 3 so I can go in and redo the DLC.
I did platinum it, and I still can't finish the DLC because it's freaking hard.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I feel like if I took the time and
You could stream
actually-
that. That would take...
Oh my god, that would take forever. If you just want to see me die a bunch, come watch me stream my attempts to kill the rest of the real Organization 13. I did beat Vanitas and Young Xehanort, and then I just got frustrated and sad because the rest of them were too much for me
You didn't
at the time.
Didn't want to play Luke Sword's games?
No, I did not want to play Luke Sword's games. I did not like those games.
No more reindeer games.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big shock for the Kingdom Hearts fans too, to find out his name was Luke Sword. Everybody called him Luxord. Everybody. Or maybe it was just me.
I don't know. I think that's the first time I've ever said his name out loud, to be honest.
I have a real hard time properly pronouncing names, and I honestly blame my brother, because I would watch my brother play these games and like watching him play Final Fantasy VII, and he'd be like, "Oh, that's Tifa," instead of, or wait, no, it is Tifa, right?
That's in Japanese, how it would be, right?
Yeah, he called her Tifa.
Yeah.
That's Tifa. Or like Yuffie, he called her Yuffie. And I don't even know what he pronounced Aerith as, but like I inherited all these bad pronunciations.
Well, it's hard, like, if there's not voices.
Yeah, like the Chow and Sonic the Hedgehog, like we didn't call them Chows, we called them KOs.
I think that's cuter, personally.
Yeah. Like blew my mind. I was like, I'm saying everything wrong.
Well, we did Hermione instead of
Yeah,
Hermione.
I did not pronounce. I didn't even know. I don't think I even knew. I think I called her like Hermione or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hermione. But yeah, pronouncing names and shit.
It's hard, man.
It is hard. Well, and I feel like the American population don't make it easy too.
Well, I mean, our language just sucks. Like,
Weird, like that whole like incident where like the woman named her kid ABCDE, and it's really Absidy.
what?
Yeah,
Ew.
yeah. There was like this whole like issue where like I think she like tried to like sue an airline or whatever because the gate agent mispronounced her kid's name and like laughed because she said ABCDE instead of Absidy.
I would 100% do that too.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I don't know how names. You know, that's all you can do is just be like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I think it's like would ABCDE come? But even as I'm saying this, I'm laughing, so the woman would have been mad at me too.
It's so hard. Like, how... We only see so much of the world. Like, how do we know?
Yeah.
I can't know everything. You can't be mad at me.
My inner monologue in my head, which I have, apparently some people don't.
I also have an inner monologue.
Yeah,
I like to
it's
tune it out a lot. And then people are like, what are you thinking of? I'm like, I'm trying not to think. Please stop. I'm trying to be that dumb bitch right now.